Welcome, welcome. We're playing Tangle Tower and Demetrius, I think it's today. It's a monkey around one, so obviously with text. I don't know anything about this game. I'm basically blind. I saw the art style on Gmail and I was like, oh, I like look at that. So it could be good, it could be bad, but yes, it could be. It might be terrible, but welcome. Hello. I need to fix my border again. Leave it at that at the moment. Right, start game. Oh god, it's bright. We're going to be playing an hour of this and an hour of the other one. And we'll see if we want to continue it after that. This is more of like a key matter test now. If I like it, I'll continue the game on in the future. I've still got a few games I need to do that with, but...
It's a bird bath.
Yes, it
Is
is.
that just rainwater? Looks a little weird.
The birds seem to like it.
They're even singing a little tune. Toot, 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 toot.
Please don't do that.
Drinky drink.
Rumor, I've been
fuck.
standing here for 7.5 minutes.
I accidentally double clicked.
Just checking.
I wonder if we can do it again.
Do you have the map?
Yeah, but it's basically blank. Did you read the case file? What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. It's really not a lot to go on. Did you read it?
It's a nice art style though.
Yeah, I'll read it on the way to the crime scene.
Oh god, I got reading. Murder victim, Freya Fellow. Died while painting portrait of Flora Fellow. Location, Flora's Tower. Flora's present, she was posing for portrait. Freya Fellow was found lying on her back with a single stab wound on her chest. No weapon was found at the scene, but the subject of unfinished paint on the cell and the knife. The red colour on the tip of the knife is not paint, it was discovered to be blood. Tangle Tower. A small painting with a scrap of paper. A few notes have been written on the back. Nowadays it goes by Tangle Tower. It's actually a pair of towers connected by a mansion at the base. It is surrounded by a circular lake. The water is an unusual mix of colours. The lake is enclosed by its sheer pale cliffs. They're too steep and too smooth to climb. Tangle Tower is currently home to both Fellow family and the Pointer family. Hey Don! How you doing? Hello from 7 minutes ago. Hello from 7 minutes now. Right, we've got Freya. Freya Fellow. Okay, cool. So it's how was Freya killed? That's good. I'm glad you're doing okay. How's that? You're completely off the antibiotics now.
Wind chimes. Silent wooden wind chimes.
The ground's moist, but it's not muddy. Wonder how often it rains here.
It's not strange today. Oh no, that's fine. By the way, if it says it's extending tomorrow, don't worry about that either. That's
I
fine.
cannot believe how exciting this murder
Take as much time
investigation is
as you
already.
need, like off streaming. Don't worry. Don't worry yourself, man. I can't believe how exciting this murder investigation is already. Off the antibiotics so much, but that's good. I'm glad.
Rocks,
Right.
Fascinating.
aren't they? It's a little boat we used to cross the lake. It's the only way on or off the island.
What a comforting thought.
Day off tomorrow. Ah, nice. I don't know what we'll be playing.
garden.
Yeah.
I think. It's currently far away.
We could walk closer to it.
Ready when you are.
It's interesting that I am the guy instead of like most games where you'll have the guy will be standing here and you like click to where you want to go. So that's
Do you
interesting.
think anybody's watching us from one of those windows?
Maybe. Let's wave just in case.
Hello. This isn't a monkey, bamboozled. It is. It's husky time today. Tex is my point and click persona. But he's detective, so point and clicks. It makes sense. It does say at the top though, monkey run with Tex. I've saved myself there. I haven't thought of one for Tex yet, but I don't want to split too many. I don't want to split too many things because that was before I decided to have more personas. Yes. I'm loving the music of this.
Wonder how it got cracked.
I think it's supposed to look like that. It's an egg.
This is some garden.
Do the plants all look a little strange to you?
How are you doing, Sun Waffle?
Spooky. What do you think it's for?
I think it's to scare away detectives.
Can't scare me away. Yeah, pretty much. Though Chimpanute gets used for most modern games. But yeah, Razrit's the retro one because Goblin. Collector things and old things in it. I'm not gonna go. Ah, nice. You going full blown surrounding the screen one, or you're doing like my one, or I was thinking should I use the overlay? Should I have it like this? Should I have it like that? And Fritz has always tell me just stop. How you want? It's like, yeah, but
no.
I don't know if it's perfect. No.
It's a statue of some hideous, scaly, bipedal fish monster.
See, originally mine. Sorry, I'll have to use in-game things. Mine originally was. Yeah, so mine used to be like a border up here and across here, like this high. And then it was down the bottom, just below the. Just where the chat box is. But then I raised up a bit more, so up to here again. And then I've sort of settled on this now because it doesn't take up too much of the screen. It lets me have my avatar in there. And you still see most of the game. Being cheeky with the resizing as well, you can resize it just enough so it doesn't look like it's it's squished a little bit. Because the bottom of here is actually the bottom of the window. So.
Playing a harp.
Playing a harp.
But you wouldn't notice it's sort of squished a bit. Playing a harp.
Hang on a second.
Look closer. Oh god.
This isn't just a regular statue, is it?
Regular? I don't know, that sounded weird then.
Something tells me we're not going to solve this just yet.
Let's come back later. It must do something.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
Harp statue. An old weathered statue and an amphibious creature holding up a large harp. Symbols are engraved on each of the harp's 4 column segments. Ah, nice. Sun bear. Didn't you show me them the other day? I think I saw them on Facebook or something. It was like, oh.
It's a bandstand.
It's small for a bandstand.
It's a one-man bandstand.
It's a one-man bandstand.
It's a bandstand.
It's small for a bandstand.
It's a one-man bandstand.
That must be Tangle Tower.
Don, if you could be an animal, if you somehow got into being a furry, what would your animal be? Do you think? I'm curious.
Oh.
Something mafia sort of orientated, I guess.
What?
Oh, there's an O on the floor.
No. No.
Oh yeah. Tangle Tower.
Tangle Tower.
Tour. Oh.
What?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
tour.
Can I not pick it up? Okay.
Do you think he'll start to move if we try to go inside?
That's what I was thinking. The little. Oh, what is that though? What is the little animal from that?
No, I think he'll just silently judge us. Should we ring the doorbell?
Why would we not? It's a little melody.
Little bird feeders.
I mean, if you're going like mafia sort of things, I guess. Big dogs there.
How do you know they're for birds?
I guess if you go in that sort of thing, it'd be like Dobermans, wouldn't it, really? That's sort of the...
Is that an envelope?
It's been opened, but the letter's still in there. Let's read it.
Isn't that an invasion?
No,
of-
definitely.
But it's open, though, so technically... Yeah. An envelope is ripped open, there's a single piece of paper inside. The combination is drawn on the other side on the sheet. Once you've memorized, destroy it. I do not agree with your reasons. You'll not find it down here. Okay.
Little bird feeders.
How do you know they're for birds?
Oh. That's a very good point, actually.
Don't think it's locked.
Oh, that means we can just walk straight in, right?
I'm pretty sure that's the rule, yeah.
I guess we'll click on it. It's weird that you can't click to go inside.
Let's head to the
though.
crime scene first. It's at the top of the West Tower, I think.
Do you know what the secret is? Don's always been a furry. He's just been really, really good at hiding it. It's like they must not know.
A door.
A
Oh,
door.
what's behind it?
A room.
I mean, true.
Sally, check those plants for clues.
Is soil a clue?
Sally, check those plants for clues.
Is soil a clue?
Okay, same thing.
A big letter F.
Of course. Who doesn't hang a giant banner of their initial in the lobby of their mansion? Finally, we get to investigate a murder in a spooky mansion.
It's not that spooky, really.
Don't ruin this.
It's a
We
big
welcome
glass tube
everybody
filled
here.
with water.
Well, not everybody. There are some people we will turn away. The horrible people. But we welcome most people.
There are weeds in there. And sand.
It's an aquarium?
Could be. Except there's nothing living in it. Anymore.
Anymore.
It's not locked.
Oh fuck, I clicked off screen. Oh god, there's a... Okay, let's open the map right up then.
Let's head to the crime scene. It's at the top of the West Tower, I think.
Oh, top of the wet, okay. Doop, 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 doop. We don't know if I would spread just people. Yeah, exactly. Which we've had 2 of them in the last month or so.
Let's take a look
I
at
seem
that
to get in my
theme
mind,
first.
but... Yeah. What can you do?
Supposedly, Freya was working on the painting when she was killed. Looks like she was still holding her paintbrush and palette when she fell.
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
That's blood. Oh, cool. You actually have a little magnifying. That's cool. I do like the little detective little bit vision in this. It's cool.
Freya's painting supplies.
So all glass pots are red, yellow, blue, black, and white paint. Glass pots are all cracked down one side.
There it is. The unfinished portrait of Flora Fellow.
So, what? Freya was killed halfway through painting it?
Looks that way.
Ren is unable to finish the painting, and she died sometime during the process. Flora appears to be wielding a knife. The red substance on the tip was discovered to be blood. Nothing written like they did it. No.
I wonder if all of Freya's paintings
Ooh,
are
that's
this
a little
creepy.
animation. That's cool.
Maybe it's just because she never got to finish it.
There's something wrong with the crime scene, and something really weird about the
I'm
murder
really
weapon.
loving the art style of
We didn't
this.
find a murder weapon.
It seems like something that'd be on Fangame. I might have to look on after because I'm already loving like the look of it and it's fun gameplay so far. Something pretty strange about how Freya was killed. I always liked like Ed, Edd and Eddy, like the wiggly art style.
Flora Fellow is holding a knife tipped with blood, but it was removed from the scene. Nope.
Okay, so you don't get screwed over. It's like the bloody Phoenix Wright way. You just get kicked out of court.
Flora Fellow is holding a knife tipped with blood because Freya put it there. That's not right. Flora Fellow is holding a knife tipped... That's not right either. Flora Fellow is holding a knife tipped with blood, but Freya stole it. That's not right either.
Okay.
Flora Fellow is holding a knife tipped with blood because it stabbed Freya. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
Poor fellow is completely covered in blood. It's just a generally like nice bit of like drawing to look at as well. By the way, picture behind there is Flora. I might have to hide my face for a second. Hold on. Where is it? Ooh, there we go. I'll hide myself for a second. Right, so there's another one. What could it possibly mean?
Flora's portrait is holding a knife tipped with blood because Freya put it there. Almost. Maybe just change. Flora's portrait is holding
got a
knife
ting.
tipped with blood because it stabbed Freya.
What?
Weird, huh?
You think Freya was stabbed by a painting? Not by the woman from the painting, but by the painting itself.
Mm-hmm. Freya was standing right up by the canvas when she was killed. There's blood on the knife. It's the murder weapon.
Right, but it's not actually a knife. It can't stab.
See any other knives around here? Case closed.
The case is not closed. And even if you were right, where does that leave us? A painting can't be a murder suspect.
Oh, Jesus, that was loud. An unfinished painting. Continue.
Is that an egg? An egg with bird feet.
It's also covered in gemstones. What a completely ordinary object.
Look closer.
I think it's a container for something.
Those gems look like they come off.
Oh.
It's some kind of clue about where to put the gemstones.
Okay. So that's. Hmm. Uh. Hmm. That's right. That's right. That's right. It's my concentration time. Hold on, let me take a picture just to make it easier for myself. Right, so that goes to that, yeah. Nose goes to that, yeah. That goes to the other one. That goes to the really long one, yeah. Those are together, yeah. That goes to that one, yeah. That's right. That one should be curly one. That goes, yep, that's right. That's right. That's right. Oh, wait. No. Hint, maybe?
Nope.
Did you check the clue? I'm pretty sure it explains where to put each of the gemstones.
Yeah, I know how... That's what I've done, though. Or maybe that.
I guess that's
What's
wrong.
the deal? It must mean something.
Yeah, but
Nothing.
Each line connects two slots. The
Yeah.
exact same pairs are represented in the clue. They're just rearranged. And
Nothing.
each line connects. They're just
okay,
rearranged.
that's... I've done it to what it said, though. Trying to think, really. Am I being dumb? Just trying to figure out. I can't. Let's go into that one. Oh, I got it. I've just worked it out. I've just rotated my phone around. I get what she means now about the... I think this is right anyway. How was that one at? Yeah, that's right. Hmm. Problem is, one of these is flipped around. That's right. I don't get this.
I got it.
I'm impressed. Did it unlock?
I think it just all okay, but I don't know what the fucking solution was for that because I even rotate around my phone, but the problem is you rotate around my phone, some of the patterns match, but then whatever.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, I'm not leaving without an empty egg as a clue, right?
Once unlocked, the egg can be opened. It's currently empty because why? The lining egg is soft velvet-like material. The egg is supported a stand made of brass. It rests on 3 strange feet with pointed claws. That was difficult, even for me. That even rotating around the picture, like some of the pattern, like I don't know if I can look at it now.
We already solved it.
I don't see. I can't even see the bloody pattern now. Yeah, you can't even like look at the thing. It's just the way the pattern was. It just made sense when you rotate around.
Supposedly, Freya was working on the painting when she was killed. Looks like she was still holding her paintbrush and palette when she fell.
didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
I've already looked at that.
Flora fellow?
Hey, sorry to barge in. I'm sure you're still in some distress.
We need to ask you a few questions, I'm afraid.
Did you witness the murder, Flora?
Nothing. What do we do?
Not sure. She's entitled to her silence, I suppose.
For now.
For now. Oh, like when she lifted her head, it just creak sound.
Fellow?
Okay, so we've already gone through that.
Is there anything you'd like to tell us, Flora? I don't really know anything about you at all.
I think that's the way she likes it.
Mm.
We'll just have to ask other people about her.
Yeah, okay.
Freya was painting your portrait yesterday. Is that right?
Was this something you had planned with her ahead of time?
Was there something special about yesterday?
Did you talk to Freya at all while she was painting you?
She's not going to answer us, is she?
Nope. But at least we can say we tried. Flora, you were definitely in the room at the time of the murder. Surely you must have seen something? Can you tell me
Yes, I
anything about
did.
what happened to Freya? She's acting pretty suspicious if you ask me.
I don't know.
Sus.
Maybe she really doesn't know anything.
How is that possible?
Alright. I get. Wait, let's have a look and see what
Is
else
that a gramophone?
else is.
I think so, except it's got a tape deck instead of a turntable.
It's also got a big crack down the middle.
There's cassette tapes instead of vinyl records. It's pointing towards the middle of the room. There's no little crack run through it, all the way from the horn down to the tape deck. Yep.
What about the cassette tape?
Yeah, it sure is. Pink.
Blah, 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 blah. The cassette tape has a crack down the middle. There is a handwritten message on the label to Freya.
Do you think it still works?
The gramophone? Yeah, we could give it a go.
Try it. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, it's not that one.
It's piano music.
Oh, dun, 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 dun. Interesting. I don't know if we'll come across any
A
more
bunch of
later.
old books. Covered in dust now, but they look well read. It's so dark back there.
Somehow the sunlight doesn't seem to be making it very far into the room.
Ooh, pretty room.
puffer fish?
Yes. It's also a lamp, for some reason. A little hand-painted statue.
How can you tell it's hand-painted?
Well, the paints are right there on the desk. Also, I mean, no offense, but you can just tell.
Oh, yeah, you can tell. One carving of a man holding a sword. The model's been hand-painted, but the paint is not skillfully applied. Yellow, blue, black, and white paints are nearby. Okay.
What is it?
He's an imp.
What does he do?
Well, if you tell too many lies, he appears at the end of your bed in the middle of the night.
Oh.
Oh.
The entire room is made of wood.
Oh, it's not just made of wood. I think it's the actual hull of a ship.
The entire room is
Oh,
made
it's not just the actual hull.
a hammock. It's kind of worn out.
I would politely describe it as lived in.
Exactly.
Sir? Can you hear me? I'm Private Detective Grimoire. I have some questions for you.
Grimoire. Good mysterious name. I'd rather like it. Felix Fellow at your beck and call.
And, this is my colleague, Sally.
Yeah, that's a perfectly good name as well.
Thanks.
If you would, Mr. Fellow, we really need to ask you about the murder.
Well, I must say I'm rather jealous of you two.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Out here solving mysteries, exploring new places, uncovering secret rooms, hidden treasures. That's what life is all about.
Secret rooms?
Generally speaking, you know, that sort of thing.
So, Felix, what exactly do you, do?
Is it not obvious? I'm
No.
an explorer. Explorer/treasure hunter. Yes, well,
We're talking like
I
curse
realise I haven't put
statues,
myself back on yet. Hold on.
spike
Whoop.
pits.
it's a little more
Forgot to put myself back on.
sophisticated than that. But I've certainly seen my share of danger, if that's what you're asking.
And, if I may ask, when did you retire?
You listen here. I may be between ventures right now, but it's simply not in my nature to stay in one place for too long. I go wherever the winds of destiny take me.
Don't you live here with your wife and daughter?
Yes, well, the Fellow family has certain loyalties, and with Flora the way she is,
Nothing wrong with raising a family, Mr. Fellow.
don't misunderstand me. Fiona and Flora are my entire world. They are the greatest treasure of all.
Uh-huh.
Why on earth would you want to know about that?
The murder of Freya Fellow. The reason we're here?
Ah, right. Nasty business. Very unfortunate. I regret that I can't be of any help, but I wish you all the best in your investigation.
Hear that, Grimoire? We're done here. Let's go.
It's a simple question, Felix. I'm sure you're up to it.
Well, there's not much to tell.
Yes.
Mostly, I was in my room by myself, working on Flora's, working on a project.
Your room is quite close to Flora's tower. You didn't hear anything unusual?
What qualifies as unusual?
What have you got?
It was dusk. A feeling lingered in the air. Malevolent, perhaps. Uncertain, as life itself.
Hi. Sorry, I was
version, please.
where you listening to the game.
I
Also
heard
just checking
someone
saying my
heading
phone.
down the stairs.
I got a
Just
notification.
outside
Shh.
my room. The footsteps were calm,
Hi.
orderly. So I thought nothing.
At work, we're gonna.
Shortly after.
Oh, thank you, I appreciate
heard a
it.
second set of footsteps going the same way.
I was listening to the guy, but then I got a notification on Twitter. Apparently, some nice people have been retweeting my think
I
so.
got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the floor below. Didn't know what to make of it, to be honest. I thought perhaps she
Thank
had
you.
a disagreement with Fitz.
Still need to
know
change the bloody
those two
posture
are
check.
close. So I
sound.
looked into his room, just in case.
But,
It was empty. as
I'll even
was
do
the
a- I'll even
garden
throw in a
beyond
stretch.
his window. Back in the hallway, I bumped
Thank you.
into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her. We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya was laying on the floor. Fiona, Poppy, Fitz, and Pointer were there already. Flora, too, of course. Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses and left.
No worries.
You?
You
Not
enjoy
I,
work
but
time.
I
It's more important.
stayed. Flora needed me.
Alright, it's not yet. Okay, cool. Next room. Yeah, thank you. The luck is very appreciated. Freya's room.
It's a little glass box.
I think it's a vivarium.
Come again?
See the leaves and twigs in there? Might have been for keeping insects.
Not the kind of lamp I choose for my bedroom, but fair enough.
It's cool. Looks like old mining equipment or something.
A pillow with a paw print pattern.
It's a cushion.
Yeah, but that doesn't alliterate. It's Freya's bed. A little bit messy.
It's a perfectly healthy amount of messy.
Perfectly healthy. To be fair, all my clothes are on the bed at the moment, so I can't say.
Freya's bear.
Looks pretty depressed.
He's had a rough couple of days.
Do you think this was always supposed to be a bedroom?
I don't know. It is kind of a weird shape.
No windows either. Do you think this was always
don't know.
no windows either?
Okay.
Painting supplies. That painting is really something.
Why would you want it looming over your bed?
Maybe Freya enjoyed the atmosphere it creates.
The atmosphere of chaos and oppression?
Hang on. There's a smaller version down by the floor.
It's a photograph.
I'm guessing that magnifying glass thing you can use later.
It's an illustrated book about birds.
It's been left open. Looks like somebody was halfway through reading it.
Or it was left open for us to find.
Ever so slightly unnerving.
The inktip is a remarkably intelligent bird with a very long lifespan, even among avian mystids. He said vivarium. Other birds are often aggressive towards it, and inkdip lives most of its life alone. Its particular feeding habits and usually only eats the seeds of Tantum amica. Pictures.
Is that a snow globe?
Of sorts.
Yeah, might as well look closer.
Hey, look at that. It's a model of Tangle Tower. There's the lake and those weird mountains. What are you thinking?
That would make an amazing souvenir.
Take it.
Hey, look, it's a model.
Okay.
What do you
That
think?
would make books about ancient history? I think.
Oh.
These books are ancient history. I think they'd crumble into dust if I tried to pick them up.
Good excuse.
Thanks.
Sure. Why not build a science lab in the corner of the library?
I
The
mean,
search for new knowledge.
works.
The archiving of old knowledge. It's downright poetic.
Curious. I would expect bacteria of that nature to thrive in these conditions.
I mean, that voice makes sense
excuse
for that
me.
sort of
Taking all the
character.
environmental factors into account, there must be something I am still missing.
May I talk to you, miss?
She knows we're here. She just doesn't care.
I am a detective, and I need to talk.
Correction. You do not need to talk to me,
Oh no? How come?
because I am not a suspect. I am completely innocent of any and all crimes.
Thanks for letting me know.
Speaking of which, you have now been at Tangle Tower for over 23 minutes. Surely you have already reached a sturdy hypothesis.
A hypothesis about the murder?
Yeah, come
About
on,
the
good one, hurry
murder?
up.
My apologies. Unfortunately, protocol dictates I must at least meet all the suspects. And that includes you. So, could you tell me your name?
Fifi Fellow, microbiologist, inventor, innovator.
She's got eyes at the side of her head.
You will need to be more specific. Oneself cannot be summarized in a single response without doing one a great disservice.
He's not gonna go.
So true.
Well,
Yeah.
first of all, you're a fellow. So does that make you the daughter of...
Correct. My father and mother are named Flora and Felix, but you need not question either of them. It will only waste valuable time. Neither of them are capable of murder.
Thanks for the tip.
Fifi, you said you were a micro... something or other?
Microbiologist, but it is an insignificant label. My studies cannot be categorized in any one recognized field.
What made you want to
I do
become
recognise
a
that
scientist in the
voice, but
first
then I
place?
recognise a lot of
I
voices.
harbor an intrinsic fascination with the microscopic. I constructed my first one at age 10.
Constructed a microscope?
Correct.
And what's that thing on your head? Did you make that too?
My eyesight began to deteriorate when I turned 12. Not satisfied with the eyeglasses prescribed to me, I designed this custom lens instead. It automatically adjusts based on the surrounding light conditions.
Does it glow red when you get angry?
No, but that would be most amusing.
That would be funny.
What can you tell me about the murder?
What can you tell me about... Wait, that's what I'm supposed to ask you.
Yes, however, you were too slow.
You fancy yourself a detective too, Fifi?
I just need to know what happened.
Me too. So talk.
Fine. I knew ahead of time that Freya was going to be busy with her painting all day, so I had planned to spend the afternoon with Poppy. I was in the library all morning preparing the equipment for an experiment, only to find out that Poppy had made other plans and she was in fact planning to ignore me completely.
Oh.
So what did you do instead?
I locked myself in my room and cried.
Aw.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Why?
I don't know, it just sounds kind of sad.
It is not unusual.
Oh.
That's just been
Good.
more sad.
I was in my room. The lights were off and the door was locked. Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me. I opened the door. Poppy came into my room. Her makeup was leaking. She told me Freya was dead. I did not believe it. I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
Oof.
She insisted that we go up to Flora's tower. We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside.
Okay, so they
He
arrived
followed us upstairs.
before the others
When
then,
I saw
so far.
Freya
Ah,
lying on the floor, I was completely and utterly devastated. Then I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting. Poppy and I took the sample back downstairs to the library. We performed a test and found out that it was, in fact, blood.
You performed that scientific test immediately, even though you were feeling so upset?
Of course. Why would one affect the other?
I mean... So,
Fifi's bedroom should be unlocked now.
Can't wait.
interesting. So she has alibis so far.
I don't know what that drink is, but I bet it's 99% sugar.
I'd read you the ingredients, but there's nothing written on the can.
That's even worse.
A new suspect! Don't think you can get out being questioned just because you're a bear.
I'm innocent, I promise!
Save it for the judge.
I love that.
Fifi's got something pinned up here.
What is all this?
Hey, what? Am I on there?
Is that supposed to be me? Why do I look so angry?
That's just the face you make when you're thinking.
Mm.
It does make you wonder, though. When did Fifi draw all this?
And that's you, Sally.
What? I do not look like that. Do I? Who is that?
No idea. I think that's supposed to be Felix.
Who is that?
No idea.
That's Poppy.
That's gotta be Flora. Who's that?
Not sure.
Who's that?
Not sure. Who is
No idea.
Okay, so we haven't met them yet.
Is Fifi trying to solve the mystery with math equations?
Maybe. Did you ever try that? Maybe it works.
Did you notice who isn't on here?
Freya?
Mm-hmm. And
Interesting.
it looks like a microscope. A big one.
Can I touch it?
Sure, why not?
I'm not.
Oh, I get it. Ugh. It's supposed to be a key. Surely that's it.
Reset the puzzle.
Yes, please. Alright, so... That's the biggest bit. That makes sense to have that big, but then... Yeah, that makes sense to have that big. That is kind of close. It's a bit there, I can't get down perfectly. So that seems right. That seems right. Surely that's right, isn't it? Hmm.
I guess that's
The
wrong.
4 lenses all have different,
Yeah,
so
no.
they must each have a specific position along the rail.
Oh, duh. That's what it's trying to... It's not... See, I understand the puzzles, but for some reason I must be doing them wrong.
Reset the puzzle?
So that makes sense to have the biggest one there. I'm not sure how big it's one in the bloody things, though. So that goes there. Yeah. But then I've got the shape of the key. That's what I'm so confused about. Is it because that's covering that, maybe? Then that covers... Yeah, but then... The smallest would be that one. Yeah. Minus at the end. That's minus at the end. The image was too big, the minus makes it smaller. Yeah, that's how I was doing it before, because then trying to... is that one? Because then... You can sort of then make the picture like that, because then that makes the end of the key. 3 pluses and a minus first. Then if you put the minus there, though, it's not going to... That doesn't, it doesn't make sense. Are you looking at a guide? Well, that's the one I've been doing though. I've been doing this one most of the time so far, and it just doesn't seem to want to match up. See what I mean? Like it's. What else it says?
Oh, that was it.
Oh,
Nice work.
do you know what? That was it because we overlapped that.
Sounds like it unlocked.
Do you know what I'm thinking? Right. Do you know it's like normal puzzle games when you just do the solve and you solve the puzzle. It's like, oh, that's it. I think literally we're having to click that at the end just to confirm it. I think so. We did do that right then.
Yeah, it's built on top of a little metal box. There's a book in here.
So that must mean like a confirm it then. So I was right with the gem one then. That's good. A well-used book resembling a diary. It's locked with a strange metal device. A couple more minutes and I'll swap games. But I definitely will. I've decided I'm going to continue this one at some
Extra
point.
fancy.
This is a really fun one.
I don't know. They just seem old-fashioned to me. Plus, they're kind of dusty.
That's a whole lot of books.
It's a lot of fish. Yes, I just quote Godzilla. Yeah, I when I was looking at how to do the last puzzle, I saw like people saying, "Oh yeah, you can be porting in the Flash Flash game." So, ooh, so I might have to check this out. But yeah, I definitely will continue this one. Let's do one more room. I'm glad it is a game series though, because it's beautiful.
Are they paper lanterns?
Whatever they are, I like them. It's like a little parade of floating spirits.
Oh, whatever it is, it's playing a little trumpet.
I wouldn't surprise if I own it on Steam already. Detective. No. I don't actually own any other ones, so.
Well, it is the music room. He's got to practice.
What's with all the broken glass?
Shiny statue of a strange creature holding a large horn. There's a noticeable crack along the length of the statue's horn. Inside the horn and ground below is various shards of cracked glass. So there's a theme. It seems to be a running theme here with stuff. I'm guessing there's a certain song probably that's been caused stuff to be cracked.
Whatever it is, it's playing a little trumpet.
Well, it is the music room. He's got to practice.
What's with all the broken glass?
But I'm going to stop games now, so we will come back to this one.
All right, you got your wish.
Spooky murder mansion?
Spooky murder mansion.
I don't even know where that came from then. Yes, I shall do the second one. So Demetrius is the second one. It is again a game I don't know anything about, so but we'll go into that now. But yeah,
All right,
Spooky
murder mansion.
I hope it's saved. Okay, phew. Yeah, that other one, yeah, I can't recommend. It's boring. Maybe I've been spoiled by this one, but...
All right, you got your wish.
Spooky murder mansion?
Spooky murder mansion.
Oh, God.
Are you a ghost?
Sally! That's rude!
Are you?
Unless she is a ghost.
It may come as a disappointment, but I am alive.
Ah,
That makes you a suspect, I'm afraid.
I know.
what's your name?
My name is Poppy. I'm a pointer. And a pianist.
We'll need to ask you a few questions about Freya.
I know.
Hey, you're pretty good.
All in the wrist. And 13 years of dedicated practice. I'm just me. There's nothing to know.
How are you related to the other pointers?
My father is Percival Pointer. The professor spends most of his time hidden away in his tower. Barely speaks to anyone these days. Especially not the fellows.
Do you get on with the fellows?
2 of them. Fifi and Freya are my closest friends. We all turned 19 last year.
Do people ever leave Tangle Tower? I don't mean to be rude. It's just, if you're 19...
You don't have to answer that, Poppy.
It's a fair question. I'd like to move away. Definitely. Fifi, Freya, and I would often talk about it, argue about it. Freya wanted to leave, but Fifi... things are more complicated for her.
What about now?
After what happened, I really don't want to stay here much longer. 3.5 hours of piano practice, soon as I wake up. Same as always.
3.5. Does that not hurt your hands?
Sure.
And you do this in the music room?
No, I prefer to practice in my room. When I make mistakes, I like to make them in private.
What did you do after that?
I was supposed to meet Fifi in the library, but I totally forgot. When I finally got down there, she'd already gone. I checked her bedroom, but it was locked.
Was Fifi not in there?
No idea. She keeps her door locked either way. So I went back upstairs and out into the moonlight garden.
The what?
The little garden on the roof outside my room.
Was it just you up there?
No. Fitz came outside after a while. His room's on the other side. He's been teaching me about flowers.
So, did you talk to him?
Not really.
You ignored each other.
I didn't say that. Fitz and I were up in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds. I've been trying to decide how to describe it, but I'm struggling. It was like something drilling into a piece of metal, but different. Worse. I was pretty sure it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there to check. Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. I knew Freya and Flora were both supposed to be in there, so I made Fitz kick down the door. I went inside. Freya was lying on the floor.
Flora was in the room too?
Yeah. I think she realized what had happened at the same moment I did. I didn't know what to do, so I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
Okay, so that
The
checks
door
out.
was still locked, but I knocked and shouted at her. Eventually, she let me in. The lights were off, but I could see she'd already been crying. I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry. First time I've ever seen her angry. I dragged her out into the hall. My father was there too, for some reason. The 3 of us went back up to Flora's tower.
Suspicious.
Then Felix arrived. He had Penny with him. Fifi had this idea. She wanted to do some kind of
So
scientific
that's
test.
suspicious
She took me
so
down to the
far.
library. We were in there about 15 minutes. After she was done, she went back upstairs and I went back to my room.
That's it?
That's it.
So I'm suspicious of the dad so
All
far.
right. Poppy's bedroom is unlocked.
I wonder what's in there.
It's a metronome for keeping time.
It's ticking. Is it a bomb?
It's supposed to be ticking. Not sure what those symbols are, though.
Use the button to rotate or form action. Ah, okay. There we go. Oh, no, never mind.
I did it.
Yay!
Not bad. What happened?
Little hatch unlocked in the back.
Anything in there?
Mm-hmm. It's a photograph. Part of a photograph.
The photo shows a young girl, blonde hair and pink clothes. The girl in the photo is using bright pink cassette player, black headphones. Ah, so that's the tape then. Yeah, so that'd be the tape.
Anything in the wardrobe?
Dresses mostly. I never realized there are so many shades of black.
A single red rose. How very...
Yeah, weird.
Sheet music. Presumably for piano.
It's only a few notes. I'd barely even call
It's
it.
been framed, though. Must be
Don't think about
important
music,
for
sorry,
some
I
reason.
accidentally clicked then. Sheet music's been framed and decorated with delicate old-fashioned illustrations.
There's a name for this kind of piano. You know, these ones that...
An upright piano.
A big glass door leads out into a garden.
There's a little mechanism by the handle.
Slide it open. Ah, okay.
Nothing. Still,
All 4 tiles have a moon symbol.
those other symbols look like suns. Surely that's something to do with it?
I think it is, but in an abstract kind of way.
Nope.
Maybe the information we need isn't here.
So where is it?
Somewhere else.
Okay, so come
I
back
guess
to
we'll
them.
come back later.
Just a bunch of clothes on the floor. Nothing weird about that.
To you.
Various handmade posters.
What do you think those symbols mean?
Hopefully, nothing.
It's an octopus.
No, it's not. It has 6 legs, not 8. Don't say it.
Sextopus.
Oh dear. Birdie. She's wings.
Check out that butterfly.
Looks evil.
Wow, judgmental.
And especially fancy cage.
And it's home to 3 especially fancy birds.
3 brightly coloured birds in a heavy ornate cage.
They're bird cages, but the birds are coming and going freely.
Is that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is. I don't like mirrors. They steal your soul.
How do you get your hair so symmetrical without using a mirror?
I do it by weight. I can feel if one side is heavier than the other.
My little writing desk. It's kind of cute.
There's nothing written in the book, although someone's torn a page out of the middle.
Interesting.
Oh, just beautiful. What is it?
Huh?
Sort of a delicate jade, but with a little seafoam green, is that right?
Sorry?
Your hair, dear! Which shade do you use? It's lovely! And that shape, you're really pushing the envelope.
Oh, thanks. I do what I can to offset Grimoire's beige on brown ensemble.
Detectives don't need to be brightly colored. We prefer to blend into the background.
Oh, you're the detective? Delightful. Penny Pointer, pleasure.
Is that short for Penelope?
Officially, yes, but I never can be bothered with all 4 syllables of it. Penelope
That's
sounds
fair.
a little ostentatious coming out of the mouth, don't you think?
Sure. Yeah.
20-something, Aquarius, love to travel, and nearly all of my friends are birds.
Travel? Where to?
Anywhere at all, as long as it has species worth studying. Ornithology, they call it. I call it the only
I like
thing
the
I've
voice
ever been
acting in
good
this game.
And have
really
you studied
nice.
the birds here at Tangle Tower?
at. But of course! Where else do you think I developed my love of the field? No matter where I go, I always find myself coming home to Tangle Tower.
I'm recognising a lot of these voices.
Because
The
of the
voices.
birds.
I don't know if it's.
Oh, no, because
I'm thinking
silly to admit, but
Hades.
I suppose I can't
some
bear
of the
for us
voice.
to be apart.
Who are you talking
Definitely
about?
voices from another indie game.
Oh, don't you know? My fiancé, dear Fitz. He's not really the traveling type, you see.
Fitz Fellow.
The very one.
You're engaged to a member of the Fellow family? That's interesting.
I'm not especially interested in whatever tedious feuding goes on between our 2 families. Fitz and I find it much easier to stay out of it altogether.
Tina Comanche? I'm just googling the person's name. Orphan Black. Shironeko Bell. She's the voice in Bell. Rainbow High, Bada Bean. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Playing Friend, Teenage Euthanasia. In Sound Mind. So she's in a lot of anime. That's cool. She's in Pokemon. Ori. Isn't Belle the one you were looking into? And Annaveld as well. Cool. Fire Emblem, Smite. She's got a big back catalogue. Hun.
I awoke early and headed down into the greenhouse to see Fitz. He's always there. Crack of dawn, every morning like clockwork.
How come?
It's where he's happiest.
Belle was the
That is a
anime
great deal
you were
of work to
showing
do
me or
every
something.
day,
The musical
watering,
one.
pruning, mulching,
it was Belle.
whatever that is.
Am I
Do
thinking
you
of something
help him?
different?
With the work in the greenhouse?
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of it.
Yeah, she
Probably
voices
So,
someone in that.
you
Hold on,
stayed
let me
with
check.
Fitz the whole day?
No.
She
in the
voices.
early
Oh, she's
afternoon,
additional voices in that.
inside, rather suddenly as it happens.
Did he say why?
He didn't. Probably
You can
just
tell
a
she's a
touch of each,
professional
though,
voice
poor
actress,
dear.
though.
He's more delicate than you'd think.
What did you do after that?
Let's see. I returned to the aviary to feed my birds.
And how many birds are you responsible for?
Officially,
I mean, you wouldn't hire
4,
non
but in truth, it's more like
unprofessional
400.
voice actors. You know what I mean?
Can
Like,
they not feed
been on a lot
themselves?
of
Of course,
projects.
and they often do. But I think they just like the company. As do I.
Alright, let's hear a statement.
Sometime in the evening, I left the aviary and headed back towards my room. But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. He was muttering something. Seemed a bit upset, the poor dear. I followed him down, but the grand hall was empty by the time I got there. Empty
So he
aside
wasn't
from
around, but he's
Detective
muttering.
Hawkshaw, who was loitering over
He
by the
was
library. I don't
there.
know what it was, but She looked a little
For what?
lost.
I think he'd done
I
it.
inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
Then again, it might be a red
I
herring.
ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path. For some reason, he was coming out of Fitz's bedroom. He looked rather lost, too. I told him I was looking for Uncle. He suggested we look up in Flora's tower room. We could see from the hallway. The door was off its hinges. I knew then something was terribly wrong. A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya. Uncle Pointer was there. Fitz, too.
Yeah.
Standing over in the corner with Fifi and Poppy.
Yeah.
What about Flora?
Of course, silent as ever. Uncle suggested we should leave. Give the others some space, you know. So he and
I
I
think
both
the
returned
uncle's
to our
done it.
rooms in Pointer Tower.
I'm 100% certain
We can
so
get
far.
into Penny's room now.
Okay, maybe I'll say about 70%. But
Now, like, right now?
yeah, why not?
It's a birdhouse.
Are those real birds?
No.
Nope. They're wooden.
They're using up all the perches. What if a real bird wanted to use it?
So that one goes in the center.
Nope.
There must be some logic to how the birds are arranged. Something to do with those white lines.
Well, clearly the white lines are.
Nothing.
I think the birds are related to each other.
I guess that's
It's a
wrong.
family tree. The colors and eyes combine as they go down the family line. You'll need to start with blue and yellow at the top.
Oh, okay. That makes green.
I guess that's
It's a
wrong.
family tree. You'll need to start with blue and yellow.
It's blue and yellow and green. Like that, and then yeah,
That's the one.
there we go.
Hey, not bad.
As I learned in when I was a young lad, every color makes brown.
Did the door open? What's in there?
Now I'll get her. Ooh. Red paper of crumbled and roll, red petals spat found inside. Measures angrily scored on the paper. Now I'll get her. Interesting.
That's some flower.
There's something weird about it. It just feels out of place.
Brightly coloured flowers, unusual shape. It looks healthy and well looked after. Soil and pot looks fresh and moist. Unusual blue colour.
A little tea set. Looks recently used.
One of the cups has tea in it.
What's in the other one?
Birdseed.
That bed. It's like something from a fairy tale.
Does it feel warm over here? Or is it just me?
No, you're right. Maybe the bed has some kind of heater.
It's not coming from the bed. It's coming from the wall.
That bed.
Does it?
No,
It's
you're-
not coming from
Interesting. There is something there.
locked.
There must be some way to get it open.
Oh, we're back here again.
A big glass door. Leads out.
There's a little mechanism.
Nothing.
All four
Those
times.
other symbols look like suns.
I think it is.
Okay,
I
so
guess we'll come back later.
we haven't got the solution for that then. Been to this one yet.
A wooden trunk that opens up into a full desk.
I want one.
Whoa, nice cape.
You're not fellows or pointers. I'm sure I shall immediately regret asking. But who are you, and what is your business here?
No, that I do
I'm
recognize
Sally,
that voice.
and this is my sidekick, Grimoire.
A private detective, Grimoire.
Really? You're a detective. If this is a joke, it's not a good one.
Who are you, anyway?
Private Detective Hawkshaw.
Oh, nice. Hawkshaw's a cooler name than Grimoire. Maybe I'll become her sidekick.
You're not on the Freya Fellow case, too, are you?
Huh.
That is classified information between myself
It's
and
literally
my
the same voice
client.
actress.
Clearly,
Doing
this
that
is
one as well.
something which
I was like, I
eludes
recognize
you.
that one.
But a real detective refrains from handing out informations to persons unknown.
Oh, right.
Now, if you would, I have work to do.
So I
It's
recognize
none of
that
my
voice as
interest
well.
to discuss personal details.
Even if you're one of the suspects in a murder?
Very well. Let us make a small exception. Ask.
Oh, what are you doing here?
I'm on a case at the behest of my client.
How long have you been at Tangle Tower?
133 hours. 5.5 days.
Who are you working for?
I am not at liberty to answer that. Now, I shall permit you one more question.
What crime are you...
How'd you get that scar? It's cool.
You really think so? As it happens, I completed an examination of Flora's room on the morning before the murder. I've been investigating every single room at Tangle Tower. Hers was one of the last on my list.
Did you find anything unusual?
Nothing but a thin layer of dust and an atmosphere of somber melancholy.
Was Flora in there at the time?
She spent the duration of my search staring up at the sky, out the open window. Didn't say a word, although I'm told this is the expected behavior.
What did you do after that?
I spent the early evening searching the library. It took longer than it should have. Fiona leaves that room in a permanent state of disarray.
Fiona was in the library too?
I expected her to make an appearance, but she did not.
And you stayed in the library the rest of the day?
Not quite. Towards the early evening, my examination of the library was unexpectedly disrupted. Sounds of running, wailing, shouting from several floors above. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared. He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. Our eyes met. He was breathless. Something had caused him great alarm. He told me to stay out of the way. I consented. I decided to return to my office in the stone square. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. She was clutching the banister of the Pointer staircase with an apprehensive manner. She wished to know where Professor Pointer had gone. I told her what had transpired. Then, she too crossed the hall and disappeared up the fellow staircase. More so than at any moment prior, I felt like quite an intruder in the house. I took my leave, out towards the stone square. The grounds were silent. There were no signs of human life. Even the greenhouse was without its typical inhabitant. I noted that he, too, must be entangled in whatever was transpiring in Fellow Tower. An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance. He spoke to me of what had occurred. His report was as clumsy and cumbersome as the man giving it.
Did he seem upset?
He was rattled. That much was clear. But sorrowful, mournful, I cannot say.
Okay.
There's a metal plaque on the bench.
Is there a message engraved on it?
I think there was at one point, but someone scratched it off.
Mushrooms.
You ever see a mushroom that big before?
Not in real life.
Is that a clock?
If it is, it's a clock with 4 faces.
I'm guessing it doesn't tell the time.
So what does it do?
Hit down until follow hands in correct position. What is the correct position though? Oh. Oh no. I was going to say that looks like it's number 2. But then, like, doesn't work.
Nope.
So moving it's like cogs on a machine.
I guess
Did
that's
you work out what direction each hand needs to be facing? Each one ends with a little hoop. Try looking through the hoop and ignoring the rest.
Oh my god. I didn't even notice that. 3. Needs to be on 12. That's 9.
nothing.
It's just numbers on a clock. 3 on the right, 6 on the bottom, 9 on the left, and 12 on the top.
Oh,
You only
the
need
6.
90-degree angles.
Nothing.
It's just numbers on a clock. 3 on the right. You only need 90-degree angles.
Right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can't put... That's right then.
Nothing.
It's just numbers on 3 on the right, 6 on the bottom, 9 on the left, and 12 on the top.
Yeah.
You only need 90-degree angles. That should make it easier to work out.
That... That is right.
Nothing.
It's just numbers. You only need 90-degree angles.
Nothing.
It's just numbers. You only need 90-degree angles.
Nothing.
It's just you only need 90-degree angles.
Nothing.
It's just numbers. You only need 90-degree angles.
Nothing.
It's just numbers. You only need 90-degree angles.
Nothing.
It's just numbers. You only need 90-degree angles.
Nothing.
It's just you only need 90-degree angles.
Nothing.
It's just
Three on
you
the
only
right.
need 90-degree angle.
That's 9. That's 12. 6.
Nothing.
It's just numbers.
Three on
You
the
only
right.
need 90-degree.
Nothing.
It's just
That
numbers.
is-
On the right. You only need
Right.
90-degree angle.
9. 12. I'm so confused. This is what it says though. 3. 6. 12. And 9.
Nothing.
It's just numbers. 3 on the right, 6 on the bottom, 9 on the left, and 12 on the top. You only need 90-degree angles.
I feel like these two are the wrong ones then.
Nothing.
It's just numbers.
3 on the
You
right.
only need 90-degree angle.
That's the one.
Hey, not bad.
I thought that was supposed to, that looks more like a not. That looks more like a 9. That looks more like whatever. I think I get it though. Like, yeah, whatever.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
A little tool that I'm not actually
I think
sure
I get it because it's supposed to be
what it
basically the
is.
facing up, so I guess it kind of makes sense. You're a bit foopy though.
A giant glowing gemstone full of plants.
AKA a greenhouse.
Is that fruit? It's shaped like fruit.
Too shiny to be fruit. I think it's glowing a little too.
Safe to eat, do you think?
I'm gonna say no. That's a handsome beetle. Looks like he might have magic powers.
It's bigger in here than I thought it would be. Sally, don't move. We're being watched.
Yeah, I see him. He's a little too big to hide in the bushes. Is anyone going to say anything? Or shall we just stand around staring at each other?
Right, sorry. Sorry.
That's better. I'm Sally. And the guy hiding behind me is Detective Grimoire. Who are you?
Fitzfellow, the gardener.
Mm-hmm. And why are you so tall?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You work here as the gardener.
I don't get paid to do it. It's just my area of interest.
What's the deal with the plants? They're all kinda weird.
Right. Did you see the lake?
That giant green and purple lake surrounding the entire house? Yeah, I clocked it.
The color is just a byproduct.
Of what? Poison?
It's not poisonous. Not to you.
What's this got to do with the plants?
The water controls all life, just like anywhere else on the planet. Clouds form, rain falls. The water grows the plants, animals eat the plants. Anything you've perceived as an irregularity is simply a result of this hydrological cycle.
Could you say that again, but like condense it as if you were talking to a slightly stupid person?
Our lake water causes the unpredictable alteration of DNA. Sometimes.
Alteration? Like mutation?
That'd be the official term. For us, it's normal. Just nature.
And you're the local expert on all this stuff?
No. I'm just the gardener.
That's what they all say.
I was in my greenhouse, watering and weeding.
Sounds exciting.
Was anyone else around?
Not at first. Penelope came in a little later.
Josh
She likes
Toma.
looking at the flowers, I think.
Edward.
Did you speak to each other?
A little,
Has been a
not too
hotel.
much. We both left the greenhouse in the early afternoon.
Gold Chan in
I
Paradise.
went up to my
Smiling
room.
Friends.
Then I came back outside to weed the main gardens. Didn't see anyone else. After that, I went up to the garden outside my room.
And?
Let me guess. Watering and weeding.
Right.
Did anything happen to you yesterday, Fitz?
Oh, thank you.
I was up in the rooftop garden. It was quiet. And then, it wasn't. I can't describe it. Could have been a scream, but it didn't sound human. We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
We?
Poppy was with me. Did I not mention that? Flora's room was locked. That's normal. She usually locks it from the inside. I knocked on the door and shouted. Nobody responded. We became concerned.
You kicked the door down?
I did. Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back. Flora was there too, but I barely noticed her at first. Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too. Penelope arrived shortly after that, with Felix in tow. I thought that was odd. You don't normally see the two of them together. Felix took charge. There was nothing else I could do to help. I wanted to go back to my room.
I recognize
but I
this,
realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything. I found her pacing
Wow.
back and forth around the stone square. When I approached her, she snapped.
Yeah,
at
I
me.
recognize the name and
I
I
think
recognize
she
the
was annoyed
face
about
as well.
being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
He's basically, I recognize he's with Oni on Oni Plays. That's all I recognize him.
Fitz's room is unlocked. It's up in the fellow tower.
This could be interesting.
Later. Right. Let's see who we can raid tonight. Who is live? Right, a few people on my list tonight. Cammy's been retweeting my stuff a few times last 2 weeks, so I'm gonna give him a raid. Shout out. Go say hello, give a follow, and eventually I'll
Absolutely does not care.
actually go raid her. Right, create a dashboard.
Oh, Scroopy.
But yes, we will be streaming tomorrow night. Actually, yeah. So yeah. I don't know what we're playing tomorrow night though. So just come. I shall see you soon. Bye bye.